Thank you for tuning in to another week of CWHipHop's Live Podcast. I'm your host, DJ bvnc, aka Bank. Co-host here across from me, I got Garke.
What's up, what's up?
And we got a special guest in the building. We have Lil Nexus.
What's good, y'all?
We're going to be doing a great interview, very in-depth. Ty's got a lot of questions
We got questions on questions.
Yeah. We're going to be getting into some of the unknown about Lil Nexus, some of his past, his deep past, social media deep dive, all that coming up.
Oh yeah.
But we do have some new music onto the CWHipHop station as well. Yeah, we're going to do the announcements here. We have two new artists. We have Big Fat Tony out of Whitewater and Sammy Sin out of Milwaukee. We do have some new music out of the Wisconsin hip-hop scene as well. We have C3 the Prince with Who Wants Smoke, the remix that is out right now. TYB released his song Doubtin' Bad that is out right now on all platforms as well. I Love You Truly with Young Forever out now. You can stream everywhere. Zildjian released his song Long Way that was out last week. Don Pablo released last night his Hoko song. He took a little hiatus, but he's back, so go give that a stream. Low Key Keenan has his song Manners that is out right now as well. Blackheart Monty has Metal Slug that is coming out on Friday. And Gabriel Tyler has Trippin' On You that is out Friday as well.
Turn that off real quick.
Oh, yes, AC.
One second. We got to turn the AC off that, yeah.
It was getting warm in here, so we had to cool down. Oh, man, we are not
on
took a 10 minutes.
Yeah, we should have taken
We should have taken 10
We should have taken a break longer. Goddamn, can you wave to super real quick?
Oh,
too?
yes, we got a lot of people.
Do
you want to join us?
Suka, what's going on, man? Jeremiah's back in here. What's good? Welcome to the Instagram Live. For those of you listening on CWHipHop.com, we do have the Instagram Live. You guys can. He puts his hand right in front of the screen.
Dude, I can't fucking do it.
He's got sausage fingers. He couldn't
It
hit
doesn't
the
want
wave
to register
button.
my thumb.
That's so funny, dude. Oh, God.
Also, on the CW Hip Hop, we have the Wisconsin Music Podcast Mondays and Fridays at 6 p.m. We also have Milwaukee's Breaking and Entering Radio Fridays from 7 p.m. until 9, and then Saturdays 10 a.m. until noon. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com. Search CWHipHop to have your name added to the list at the end and the beginning of each of our shows. Thank you, Tracy, for your support each month. We do appreciate it. It helps us continue to do these interviews for all the artists in Wisconsin here. If you're a Wisconsin hip-hop artist and want to send your music into the station, you can do so by emailing it to submissions@CWHipHop.com. Send 5 of your songs in MP3 format. Send 2 pictures of you as an artist, links to your socials, where you're based out of Wisconsin, and we'll give it a listen. And if it's up to par, we'll get it added to the station and let you know, and we'll air you on our spotlight next the following week. Right now, we do have a little bit of a line for it, so we're getting everybody added in. We do about 2 each week just to kind of keep it consistent and not have everybody just flood all at once. So thank you guys for being patient with getting added on to the station here. And if you want to get the most out of CW Hip Hop as a listener, you can do so by going to Spotify and SoundCloud and finding our playlist. Just search CW Hip Hop, and you can add the songs right into your playlist. Support the artist directly, get some plays, and get some listens in front of new listeners as well. Helps grow their music outside of CW Hip Hop as well. We also have the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Live DJs also on SoundCloud. And you can find links to all the songs, social medias, and find an artist picture on our artist page at CWHipHop.com/artists. All right. There's all of them.
Finally done with the announcements.
Get them out of the way.
All right, wave at the people on the Instagram.
Got everybody
right
joining in.
You better scroll up because there's a lot of motherfuckers in there. What's going on? What's going on, Michael? What's going on, Hubner? What's going on, Mala?
That's your producer.
Guts in here, BLK, Suka. What's going on, everybody?
This one does not want to wave.
Welcome, bro.
What up, Casey?
Just hit the button. No, down further, buddy. I think your hand-eye coordination is.
Lush is still in here.
Bro, I'm telling you, I don't want to register.
Mally the Menace.
Oh gosh. All right, yo, we are gonna get into this shit though for sure. For sure. We lit. We are Carter. We are. First things first, I just want to welcome you to the CWHipHop studio. I want to welcome you. We've been excited for this interview. We've been scheduled for a long ass time.
Hell yes, we have.
Yes.
Talking about damn near a year in advance.
Just about, yeah. And we had an interview with Gut, your manager, like 2 months ago. Did you listen to it at all?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Okay. Not all of it, but I did listen.
It was a long one. It was one of our first long ones.
It was a long one. That is fact.
He had a lot to say.
He did. He was always adding more.
But that's Gut.
Yeah, that is fact. We love Gut around here, so no big deal. So you made the trip here to Weston all the way from Milwaukee today, right?
Yep.
How was the drive?
It was good. It was a good drive.
It was kind of shitty weather though, right?
When you came around into like, I don't even know what county it was. Like you guys got some weird counties.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean we're in Marathon County right now.
Yeah, Marathon County.
Yeah.
But it just got like stupid foggy.
Oh
yeah,
it's been foggy.
It's been bad all day.
Foggy. And like I said earlier before the interview, you guys still had like some snow. Like not a whole lot, but still like you have snow stuck to the ground. In Milwaukee, there's nothing. It's just
that's kind of
like
crazy,
rain, if anything.
I thought the whole state was
crazy. We literally just got like almost a photo snow.
No,
that's
exactly what I was. Oh my god, I would not want to. No.
Oh, dude, driving in that was trash. I hated that. It was like 2 days of spinning tires. So how you feeling coming in the interview? Feeling good?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I've been excited for it, and I've known you guys, so met you guys a few times. So it's I always know it's gonna be good.
At that 414 takeover.
Hell yeah.
A little bit of foreshadow. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. So how long ago did you start making music, and what kind of inspired you to do that?
Well, okay. I started making music, like, not even recording or writing, really caring what I was saying. It was more of a coping mechanism when I was in middle school, so like 7th and 8th grade. Some of the shit I was saying really didn't even make sense, really, I'm being honest.
That happens.
But the main beat that got me started, I don't know if you guys remember when if the producer Bubba Got Beats sounds familiar, he used to make a bunch of the old, like 10 Toes Down challenge. Do you remember those challenges at all?
Yeah, I remember the challenges.
He made the beats for those challenges, and so that's like how he got his buzz.
Yeah.
And so I found him and like his beats, like I would just like say my heart on, like literally, even if it didn't rhyme or make sense. And so I did that, and then come high school, I remember one day it was at a basketball practice. I played basketball freshman and sophomore year, and I literally told like people at my school were dropping music. They're having fun with it, and I literally told just my team, I was like, I just kind of want, like, I've always fooled around with it, and I was like, I just want to kind of make some music, whatever. And so I ended up dropping one song. It was called What I Do. Production was not good on it, like, at all, but I didn't even want people to know that it was me at all. Like,
that's how bvnc started.
I did not want
to wear a
people
mask at first
to know it was me. And so, like, and I ended up sending it out. I'm not even like close with him, but shout out Nate Metcalf. He posted it on his Instagram story without me even knowing.
Okay.
And then I went to school like probably the following Monday, and people were like, damn, bro, your song's cold. And like there were people like in my math class were like, this is you? I'm like, yeah, that's me. But then, and there were obviously the people who, didn't like it or whatever.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But no, I mean, and Lil Mosey, obviously he's going through some stuff right now, but we don't need to talk about that. But when he dropped Pull Up, that was the song that kind of made it like, I'm going to give it a try. Just take it serious, have fun with it, and we're here. Right?
Seriously, he's the inspiration?
Him, yeah. Like,
I got you.
Because we were around the same age when when he started blowing up, so I was like, well, if he can do it, fuck it. I might as well try to do it.
Sometimes that's all you need. See somebody, your age doing it, you're like, wow.
Literally, you might as well try.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen if you don't try.
So how did you come up with the name Lil Nexus? Was that your first name, or?
Yeah, okay, so.
I like how he says, okay, before every story, it's going to be a good one.
My first, original thought and original name was just going to be, Lil Reno. And Reno is my actual name. Okay. But I was like, no. And so then I just started thinking of shit. And for some reason, I don't even know why, Nexus came to mind. But I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. I don't even know what Nexus is.
Yeah, it just kind of sounded.
Yeah, so, and it was so weird. It came to mind when I was thinking about, this, galaxy type shit. Universal type shit.
Yeah,
I don't know, weird.
That's what it makes me think of. So, the battery went out. God damn it.
And so I was just like, whatever, and I looked it up. I googled Nexus definition, and it means one of the definitions. It has a bunch, but I didn't choose it for the shampoo or anything. That's not. People joke about that shit all the time. It's a shampoo. It's NEXXUS.
Oh, I got you.
So
that's
people
funny.
always be joking about
I never would have thought of that.
And that shit's funny, but I googled it, and it said that it's like the center point of something. It's, the nexus point of something, it can't, if it has a nexus, it can't go without it. So the way I looked at it is, if I'm in a song, the reason I'm in it is because it can't go without it. It can't be released without it.
Damn, I actually like that.
That's where the meaning comes from, but it was just literally, I was just sitting literally in my bedroom on my laptop.
Sometimes that's where the best ideas come from.
You don't know why, but it's the right.
Literally,
right
and so ever since I just ran with it. Literally, ever since. And people know me. Some people don't even know me as my government. They just know me as Nexus, in public and shit. So I'm just like, well, caught on.
Yeah,
so I must have done something.
Exactly, bro. Hey, you don't gotta fix it if it ain't broke. So
exactly.
I think that works just fine.
You kind of mentioned it with Lil Mosey, but who did you kind of listen to when you were coming up? Any inspirations? Yeah, growing up.
Man, that's actually a really good question. Cause me and my older brother Dawson, he has a completely different music taste. Like, he likes hip-hop, and I love all genres of music. Mm-hmm. But he does not listen to the Lil Moseys. He does not listen to the Kid Laroi, even the Juice WRLDs. Like, it's just not him. It's not his type of vibe. He likes, the old school Eminem. He loves Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, all them. So I listened to them growing up, like, a lot. I listened to Kendrick, Damn, loved that whole entire album. Literally, it's one of my favorite albums. I listen to that all the time. Just all types of shit like that you might not exactly envision I listen to based off of my sound. Because once I started getting into music, the sound I enjoyed was like the sound of Mosey, the sound of like a West Coast type of vibe, type of like island vibe.
Yeah.
But
island boy.
No, that's not what I meant by that. I know it came into your mind because it came in here too, and I was like, I'm not even gonna say it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But I mean, it was like Kendrick. I mean, there was some Wayne in there. I'm not a big a fan of Wayne as Gut, obviously. Gut loves Wayne,
Gut is a big Wayne fan. That's facts.
But yeah, I mean, it was just, anybody really. Like, I didn't really have like a favorite. I mean, I kind of go through even now, I still go through like little times where I'll have like, I'll find an artist, I'll listen to him, and I'll just like, not outplay him to where I won't listen to him ever again, but like I'll just have like a few months where I only listen to them, and then now I found somebody new. That's how it goes. So that's how it's always been like my whole life.
Like, really digest what you got. Yeah.
So I never really had like a favorite where I'm like, okay, I'm always listening to this, but like I know I'll come to that artist soon enough. You know what I'm saying? So.
Lush Carter in the chat wants to know how old you are.
I'm 19. I will be 20 in March.
Okay. There you go. There's your answer, man.
So there's your answer, Lush.
So you are a part of a group, Big Shark Entertainment, or BSE for short.
Yes.
How'd you end up there? How'd you meet Gut and the team? Give us the story.
Okay. Well, I was, just Nexus. Independent, no manager, not even thinking about joining a team. Low-key Keenan, I knew just from Milwaukee, because we're both from Milwaukee. He posted on his Snapchat story Blackheart Monte and said, go add him, Fire Music, or whatever. And he said he's adding people back if you shout him out. So I shouted him out, added me back, and I liked his music. And I said, so we want to make a song. Monte, if you know Monte, if you're a random, he's kind of like, like you're going to pay. You know what I'm saying? He knows his worth. And so he was trying to whack me. 500.
Ooh,
damn. Like I'm talking whack, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna pay that. Like, no offense to you. Like, it was not. I made sure that was known. Like, it's not like I don't think you're ass or anything. Because obviously he knows that now. And he was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, can I just send you some opens? And if you fuck with them, record over them. If you don't, we won't work. Like, it's whatever. Okay. I forgot what. I sent him a beat or an open. I forgot what one it was exactly, but it was not his vibe at all. And then I recorded Like Whoa. And that was the second open verse that I sent him. And, he was like, all right, I fuck with this. And then next thing you know, he just sent it back. And I listened to it.
Like, recorded and everything?
Yeah, recorded and everything.
He's a monster.
And soon, ASAP, a few days later. Crazy. And I was like mixing everything. I was like, okay. And I was like, I like this a lot. And we ended up, he was like, we need to drop it. I was like, okay. But then I found out that Monte and Gut were forming this little team called BSE, or they were just forming a team.
How long ago was that?
Well, we had the first Airbnb probably in August, not last summer, but the summer before that. So
interesting. Okay.
August 2020, 2019, I'd say around there. And they were forming the team, and so I just reached out to Gut, and I was just like, hey, this is my music. Check it out. Whatever. And I told them exactly what I was trying to do. Like, I'm trying to get my name out there. I'm trying to promote. I'm trying to do all that. And I said, I know you can help me with that because I've seen you do it with Monte. I've seen you. And then at that point, I knew that he brought Keenan on also. So I was like, okay, so now you have a Milwaukee artist too.
Yeah.
And then he ended up telling me more about the plan, more about other artists that were going to come in. And then he was just like, so what's like your vision on this? And I told him, I said, I want to grow as a team, if that's what you're looking for. And I said, I want to be one of your artists. I want you to be my manager. I just told him straight up off the bat, like, I want you to be my manager and work together. So, and he was like, all right. And it was probably for a month, like literally a month, maybe even more. We were just going like back and forth. Like, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this here out in Green Bay. But then I was like, this could be worth it. This could be. 100%. And then soon enough, he called me and he was like, all right, I need an answer. you know, do you want to be a part of this? Do you not? And I was like, fuck it. And I was like, yeah, do it. And then soon enough, we ended up getting the, Fat Tony's in here. So,
hey, what's up,
Fat Tony?
He ended up telling me that they were going to get an Airbnb in August up in Green Bay. And that, you know, Keenan was going to go up there and we were all going to meet up there. And I was just like, I was a little nervous at first, but I was just like, fuck it. You know, we'll go meet everybody.
Yeah.
And I went up there, and the moment I showed up, I mean, the vibes were just great. Like, literally, it was just like family. Like, literally, like, they greeted me at the door, everything. And the moment I got in there, they had everything set up, you know, little studio spaces, and, you know, videographers were working, getting all their shit set up, and that's where we shot, like, Whoa. And that was my first video to be released on BSC.
It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's the most viewed video on the BSC YouTube.
Video, yeah, pretty much. No, well, not the
That's
most.
What Gut was saying, right?
It's the most active. The most active, not the most viewed.
I got you.
But yeah, it's the most interacted one with. So people go back to that one the most, and that's one of my most popular songs. Speaking of that, it's not confirmed, but in January 2022, there's talk about me and Monte doing a 2-song set at the Miramar Theater in Milwaukee at like a little festival type thing, and we will be performing like Whoa there, the guy that wants us to perform. So that's where like what I'm building off of. Is I get asked to perform that song like
it's very catchy.
That's why I make it as a catchy song, but also a song that gonna get people, you know, turned up and get people lit and into it.
You do make like club
that's
vibes.
That's the vibe I like.
Dance to and shit too.
It's exactly the vibe I like.
And I guess going off the script a little bit here, just talking about those Airbnbs. I got the pleasure to go to one.
No,
like
yes,
you're saying,
did.
vibes were perfect right away. Everything was like that,
yeah,
and they had everything set up in different studios and shit. They had a recording area, a producer area. They had it all going on. What is that experience like? And I got to see it firsthand. You guys do work there. It is nothing but like go. Especially going back to Monte. I'm pretty sure when I was there, he recorded 6 different songs.
Which
is insane.
Monte's in the studio more than anybody. Like shit, I give him props for he stays on his grind more than anything. Like anything.
Yeah.
Literally.
How's that experience for you though? What was that like? Are you trying to be like that? Are you trying to get on that grind?
I would. But at the same time, I get caught up in my head. I get caught up with personal shit, and I know that's not even an excuse. Like, I don't even like to use that as an excuse, but it's just like sometimes the time isn't right. But I know I'll give it to him. He has a better work ethic than me, 100%, and it's probably the best work ethic I've seen when it comes to an underground artist.
Crazy.
To be honest, because he knows like it's in his mindset that it's this or nothing. You know, like that's the mindset he has, and he's, you know, confident that this is the path that, you know, God wants him to take, and I'm the same way. I think it's the same way for both of us and all of us. So I enjoyed the experience, and I think that honestly, without the experience of going to those, we've only had 2 of them, but without the experience of even talking to them and becoming close with them, I would not be where I am. I would not be, both stream-wise or whatever, but also in, you know, being able to have campaigns, but also just as a person. Like mature and
I got you.
As an artist, because I understand a lot more about the industry. Shout out Gut ever since I met him.
Hell yeah,
so.
That's what's up, man. And here's a little poke at you. Who's your favorite member from BSC? And you can't say yourself.
Favorite member of BSC?
Yeah, who's your favorite member of BSC?
Oh God.
You can't say Gut either.
No, it's no hard feelings. No hard feelings.
Well, no,
to
we're not
anybody.
taking shots
No,
at
I
anybody,
know,
no.
but I know there's gonna be some jokes.
I'm sure
That's
there will
all.
be.
But no, Monte is.
I kind of assumed that was gonna be your answer.
Monte, I don't know what got us so close. I don't know what blended us, but one of the it's a person, not even a personal, but it was just like such a small little personal thing that didn't even have to do with music. Me and him performed at Club 920, which Gut said in the chat. Club 920 out in Green Bay booked me because of like Whoa, because they heard like Whoa. That's where we performed. I performed that at my first show. It was a picture from that performance at Club 920. He ended up posting on his Snapchat. It was a while ago, back when I had Snapchat. Still trying to get a new one, by the way. Didn't unfriend anybody.
His Snapchats keep getting blocked. Really?
So yeah, but we keep that. And it was a picture, and he just posted on his Snapchat story, and it was like in their house with like him and his girlfriend, and it was like a decoration in their house, and you know, I don't want to put his bit. He has a couple kids, and he calls me Uncle Nexus, like as their uncle.
Yep.
And so that to me, like right there, I was just like, damn. I was like, okay, there must be, he must look at me as something, and I, not in that way, obviously, but and
I know what you mean.
something, just bonded like that.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
and I've never had that, even with some of my close friends back at home. I know I will in the future, but I've met him, at this point, I hadn't even met him over a year, and he already did that, and we've already said, like, we're brothers for life. Like,
fuck yeah.
Hey, that's a great connection to have.
No, literally, so, it's
that's
probably...
a good story, though.
Hell yeah.
I knew it was going to be a good one when I thought about it. I was like, he's going to have some good stories for meeting these guys for sure.
So
it's got to be.
A little bit of a curveball question here, but say you're stranded on a desert island.
Okay.
What is one artist that you want to listen to for the rest of the time there?
If you can only listen to one.
Yeah, only one. You only hold discography, but you only get one.
Like, and I'm never
we'll
going
say
to get
features too.
I'm never going to get off
You're
that
not
island.
Well, you might. You might get off,
Like,
but we don't know.
But, like, it
It's
might be a
Maybe
lot.
if the music is fire enough, it'll get a signal out and people will rush.
Okay. Like, might hit the radio station?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
yeah, I feel you. You said features, like, so I can
You
listen.
get the whole discography.
So
You
it's
can
their
have all
so
their songs.
It can be
played.
their song, and someone can also be featured.
Sure,
on it, right?
exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Just one artist though.
Bro.
It's a hard question.
No, it's a hard question.
Yeah.
A lot of the artists that I like listen to, it's not like they're like newer, but they had a bunch of music out, and then once they started getting big, they took all their old songs like down or something to look more
I got you.
professional type.
Yeah,
Because that's
yeah.
what the label wants. Oh fuck! I would say if you're gonna include what platforms do I have access?
You can have any platform.
Any platform,
Any
like
magical device
Even
that
if
has
it's-
every song
listen,
ever.
I was gonna say, even if the song doesn't exist anymore, any song that you
Honestly, I would-
you can listen to any one of them from one artist.
Honestly, I think I would go with Leroy or Mosey.
Okay.
I really, because Mose, I've been rocking with Mosey since like his SoundCloud days. So like if I were to listen to some of his songs back then, like his original Notice, not the Notice that blew up, like the original one, I would like vibe out to that still in 2021, and that shit's probably 7 years old by now.
That helped you survive the desert island?
No, yeah, just old memories and shit.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
Just
Yes,
old memories and
perfect,
shit like
perfect.
that.
That's a good answer. Yeah.
That's what's up.
So now, kind of moving outside of.
Oh wait,
music.
hold on. Just
Oh,
also what Jeremiah said, unreleased. If unreleased is also in there into that category.
Oh, yeah, you get future
I
stuff?
definitely do Mosey too.
Oh yeah,
Definitely
I got
do
you.
Mosey. I fuck
Because
with
yeah, Jeremiah said Juice WRLD as
Unreleased.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know how much more you're gonna get.
You never know.
So,
Exactly.
So, kind of moving outside of music, do you have any other passions that you do? I know you said you kind of take personal breaks. Is there like?
Oh yeah. I take pride in trying to make my family proud. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel like I got to take some time off of an extracurricular like music, and people always ask me, why don't you just put everything aside, do all for music? Because sometimes it doesn't work out. So I'm also going to college. I'm going to college for audio production. I'm
Nice.
trying to become an audio engineer and get involved in that because my whole point in life and why I started this, I want to be involved in music. Like that, I want that to just be my job, like around that environment. So, but growing up, I've been playing baseball since I was 7. So I stopped playing it now, kind of, but I still love watching it. I'm playing for fun here and there, but I'm playing a team. I played basketball also since I was 7, but I stopped that in sophomore year. So, but just sports, music, I don't know.
Sports music. Yeah, go ahead,
What
yeah.
positions did you play in basketball?
In
and
basketball, well, I'm shorter, so I was mainly a guard.
Okay,
I wasn't
yeah.
very tall, but no. For baseball though, I'm a lefty, so I wasn't really able to play the infield unless I was a first baseman, and usually you have to be relatively tall for that.
Yeah.
So I was a pitcher and outfield
Oh, okay.
because I was
Pitcher, yeah.
relatively fast back in the
There
day.
you go. Yeah, and you're probably diving for those ones.
No, yeah, diving for him, and then
Yeah.
next thing you know, I just okay, yeah. Now Noah's talking shit in the comments.
No, it's not. Oh, weakest
Gets
pitcher.
picture cut.
Oh damn! Noah's taking shots on the
He is
Instagram chat.
taking
That shit's
shots.
funny as
Love
hell.
you, Noah.
He's gonna talk to you after this, though, that's for sure. So, when are you gonna drop "Tell Me"? Telling Me featuring Monte.
Did Gut ask you to put that? Did
Yeah,
Gut
he
ask you to
that's
put this?
no,
he put me onto that, yes.
Did Gut
I
ask you to
figured-
put this? So we had cover art made
Okay.
from a person who used to be in BSE.
Yeah.
It was a girl. Nothing against her. Literally, like, no hard feelings, no bad blood. But just was told not to use it.
Oh.
And we could do
okay.
better.
Oh. Okay.
Head scratch.
So it's still in the works. It's still ready.
Yes, it's
okay.
in the works. It's all mixed and everything. I have a song, but Monte said that he has somebody on it. He's gonna make it free of charge and all that shit. So I'm just waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so in other words, he's waiting on Monte.
The moment I have
get
cover art, it will be uploaded and I will have a release date and I will release it and promo it and all that. So yes, but it is coming. He asks me that all the time. Like
he calls me and tells me that I have to ask you that.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking funny, bro. And so, to my knowledge, which I don't think it is your first ever song, but your first ever song you released on SoundCloud 3 years ago is What I Do.
Yep.
Was there anything before that?
Nope.
Nope?
No,
Not recorded or released.
Really? Okay.
Well, do
Interesting.
you count recorded as like in a studio? Like, is that what you got? Because I recorded old songs on my old laptop.
I guess I would say ones you released, but I mean, I guess if you had ones that you never released,
like,
that you were just trying stuff out, that kind of
exactly. Like if that's what you want to count as like recording, then yeah, I've done that. But that was my first like song where I went to a studio, recorded it, and then I made an account and put it out. So.
Got you. Okay. So
that was like my first ever.
We honestly thought you were gonna have more than
that. Yeah,
you might have.
Like you're saying, an artist goes and deletes some other stuff.
I haven't done that. No, I haven't done that yet. I'm probably
Go listen now.
I haven't done it. That a lot of people
are
speaking what I do though. I don't have rights to that beat. It's a very known beat. Like I'm talking like when I made it, it was already at like almost 1 million views.
Oh.
Like it's a very catchy beat. And
yeah.
So it's very known. So I can't even buy like a license for it to exclusively own it. The producer, I've already even asked him for that, but I've actually been asked multiple times by like people and fans and stuff to remix it with better production and better stuff like that. And I've honestly thought about doing that, and there's just switching up the verse.
Let's say you could. I mean, if anything, you'd have somebody maybe like try to redo the beats in general.
I know Suko could probably.
Yeah, Suko could definitely do that.
Yeah.
So, kind of when you started making music, if you could think back to when you whether started just writing on yourself or when you actually recorded What I Do, did you have any expectations or a specific goal you wanted to get out of music?
When I first started, obviously I've looked, wanted the big picture. I want fucking to be blown up, touring the world. That's obviously best of the best. That's what every artist wants, the majority of the time. But now as I matured more and I've realized that, I just like making music. Like I just like being in the studio environment, talking to other artists, hearing their music, learning stuff from engineers, going to new shows, whether it's to market or perform or open for somebody. I just like being in that whole environment, even though it can be wild sometimes. I just love the environment. So like I was saying with the whole I'm going to college for it, at this point, if I blow up and, I'm like as big as fucking Lil Mosey, Kid Leroy, whatever, I'm mainstream, I'm label, whatever. That's, great. But
does that mean you're going to leave BSC or is BSC going to be the label?
I don't know if they're ever going to be a label. That's up to God. That's up to God. I don't make that decision.
I got you.
But I just want to literally, make it my job. Like, I don't want to sit in the office.
Like, in any which way, in other words? Like, you don't...
I want it to be my only source of income.
I got you.
And just make a living
off
of
music. Yeah,
definitely.
So that's my dream, I guess, really. That's what I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now.
So what did your first setup look like? Did you have any DAWs, equipment, mics, or did you go to the studio for the first time?
For the first time, I actually just recently started, when I got into college, I started finally trying to fool around with actually doing it myself. I went to this studio. It was on the north side of Milwaukee from a guy that I used to go to school with, 2BM. That was the name of the studio. 2BM Records, Ace Hernandez, Jordan Ace Hernandez is the guy. Shout out him because, even though we had our little past arguments and shit like that, if he wouldn't have let me go to hit that studio, I would have never had a first song recorded until years later because I didn't meet Rizzy until years later, who's my current engineer. So yeah, mainly the whole time that I've been making music, I've gone to a studio.
Okay.
But I'm trying to slowly progress out of that because it'll save money and save time.
Definitely.
I was gonna say, yeah, having your own like setup would definitely help for sure.
No,
I mean, maybe you don't do like everything.
Like I have a Scarlett and I have a microphone stand and all that. I just need to find a little spot for it to make sure it's all good. Get the best sound I can out
of course.
of it.
Yeah.
Even if
and
it's
you can
just
do a bunch
in
of
case
shit
you
with
get
that.
inspiration, you're not in the studio right away. You
No,
exactly. You're right
that's
there.
exactly why I have that shit.
Yeah, get like a good backing, and you can pretty much put
you
that
can pretty much do it
anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Like easy. Especially if you have like one of those guards that goes like around the microphone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to get one of those.
For sure. You can do it.
I only have a
anywhere.
pop filter right now. That's all I have.
Yeah.
Just a pop filter.
Wait, that's a good start.
No, it's a start.
So in the same year that you dropped What I Do, you posted 6 more tracks, 3 that I want to talk about now, titled On One, Bounce, and Now. Was this a time period where you're kind of looking for your sound and experimenting?
Yeah, it was. Bounce was that. I forgot about Bounce.
It's kind of like a
I
West
like
Coast.
it. I like it.
Bounce.
Like
I love that
yeah.
song. No, I love that song. But that, Home Stew for the win, JD. Yep, you are that.
Fuck yeah.
But that I completely forgot about that song. That's one. It didn't even have a name like the studio like that I went to. I didn't record it. It was a different like place.
Okay.
Like it was. It's been years, so I forgot what his name was.
I got you.
Super nice dude though, but it was like through a mutual friend. Like, oh, I heard you make music like at high school. I heard you make music. I have this guy who owns a studio. Do this. You guys know Cleo Fox?
Nope.
No.
He's a Milwaukee like producer and artist. He was kind of known. Like he has like a song with like Comethazine or something.
Okay.
From like a years back or something. But he was there and he engineered it. And he's a great engineer. And we were still in touch for a little while. But him and this other guy like lived together and they just had it in an apartment. It was beautiful, up on a nice ass apartment building, overlooked the whole city of Milwaukee. And it was just went in there, and this first time they've ever heard me or seen me. They've never even heard my music, and I just showed them the beat and I recorded it, and they were literally like, we're gonna be honest, we did not expect that. And I was like, I mean, yeah, I could see that. And then Now, that was actually, it's funny you bring that, that's the first song I recorded at Rizzy's.
Okay.
That was the first song.
Going into the next question, like that now seems like the first song in your discography that sounds like the current you. That's like where you found it. So like Rizzy did he help you find it?
No, not in that moment. That type of song isn't really like what I like to make now. It's a little more of like, I don't know. To me,
I guess it just sounds. I guess maybe not the style.
No, I get what
but
you're
like
saying.
The
sound of my voice because that
and like the cadences you have and whatnot. Yeah.
Rizzy has always engineered, like, I mean, he's obviously changed shit up how he does it, but it's always sounded good. And he knows how, his artists, his clients, he knows their sound. Unless you tell him, like, okay, I don't want any auto-tune, I want it a rough sound. I want it a lot of auto-tune, I want it in G minor. Whatever the case is, like, then he'll do it. But otherwise, he'll do the same thing because he knows that's your sound, and if that's what you like. So, from that moment on, it was like Rizzy. It was really, I was talking to him, when can I book?
I'm pretty sure he is tagged on pretty much almost every single one of your SoundCloud songs. It's produced by Rizzy.
No, it's...
Yeah.
I have to, bro.
Yeah, I think that's dope as hell. Especially since he helped you find your sound and you're sticking with it.
No, literally.
Fuck yeah.
And it, also, not even helping me find my sound, he helps me, like, find different flows and stuff. Because he's not only... And that's what an engineer needs to do.
Big facts.
And he's so good at his job for what he does. So shout out Rizzy, for real, because he's done a whole lot for me, man.
So you dropped a song titled FAKE in the same year. Is the title an acronym that means anything else, or is it just fake?
No, it was just like it was just fake. I just kind of the flow is like fake, FAKE. That's just the way the flow. Yeah,
I got you. I was just wondering.
Okay.
In the song Demons, you talk about fighting demons internally. Was that song inspired by anything specific, or you just being transparent, like with your mental health at the time? Like you said you use it as like a therapy.
Yeah, I was
just
going through shit.
I got you. Yeah. I definitely fuck with both those songs. That all of them, honestly. Now,
oldie but goodies.
Exactly. Oldie but goodies. Exactly.
Crumb Trail.
Little Crumb Trail. So you found your style at the time. Where you had Demons, you had Last Nights. and you stuck with that style, you stuck with that sound. Like I said, those were the ones that, like, you said you were finding it. You found Rizzy produced all those, and it just kept going up from there. Did you, after that, were you expecting just to keep that quality going? And because you came out with MTM, which is your first project.
Oh yeah.
On SoundCloud, which did numbers. It did really good.
No, yeah, that was really good.
What would you say your experience with that is? Like, did you have any idea with the project? What was the idea behind MTM?
Honestly, the idea behind the project was I was just trying to be like, I don't really want to say versatile because I mean there was versatility in there, but at the same time, like I was trying to just reach multiple audiences. You know, even though it's good to have, you know, for an artist to have a sound, at that point in time, I kind of just wanted to test the waters to see what people liked.
Yeah.
And so the type of songs that got the most plays and the most interactions and still do to this day, I look back on those songs and I try to do what I did on those. Try to get those same type of production. Yeah, exactly. Literally.
Yeah. That's the way to do it though. You just gotta look back at what people like and then try to make it a little bit better.
There's nothing wrong with looking back at your old songs. There's really nothing wrong with that.
Not
learn
a chance.
from that shit.
Dope.
Yeah. He has a really old song that he used to be called MT instead of Prizm, and it's called Dope. And it still goes really hard. Like it keeps going up in views all the time, but he hates it. Oh god. And then Beverly Hills, which is a song on MTM. How was it working with Kid Cali? And was that your first time working together?
Yes, that was our first time working together. I met him. That's my boy Brady. Brady on Pluto, Kid Cali, whatever you want to call him.
Hey Keenan, what's up, bro?
I met him through my boy CWHH, who's on Dreamin' on that album. CWHH doesn't make much music anymore, but he was stupid fucking talented, and he's actually, if I don't stand corrected, he's Rizzy's cousin. So they're like related. So like music runs in that whole fucking family.
Yeah.
And then his brother, fucking C-Flow, Corey, also raps, also makes music. So it was just like a whole ass thing. And I met Brady through him. They made a song. I liked how he sounded. I just reached out to him. We met up at Rizzy's, recorded the song, and then after that, we just kept texting, kept, you know, listening to each other's music, and then rest in peace to Bradley. But I met Bradley through him. Through Brady, that's where I met Bradley, and like ever since then, like we just been brothers. Like we fell off a little bit, not even fell. I don't even like to put it that way. Just did our own thing. Went a little distant. I got into BSC and personal shit happened, but like we always, you know, we gotta hang out. We got, you know, I'm always here for you, and that's my boy.
Of course,
that's my boy.
That's the way to fucking do it. Hell yeah.
And I need to work with him more. I do need to work with him.
You guys, dude. First of all, I love Kid Cali's sound. I always have ever since I first heard his shit. And you guys do go really, really well together. I like the.
I need to work with him more.
Yes, sir. And Gut was saying we need a Nexus Saya 6 times tape.
Yeah, 6 times tape with Saya. Said Nexus knows I love them tracks. And Jeremiah, send me beats.
Ooh, send him beats.
I'm with it.
So a lot of we already talked about this. Well, I guess we don't even have to talk about that. We already talked about how you met Rizzy and how he's on all of your tracks. He produces pretty much all of them. What song on your first project, MTM, is the favorite one that you made? Like which one you like the most, and which song did you have like the most confidence going into? Like this is the one.
I personally like Beverly Hills the most, but when I was writing Dreamin' with CWHH, just the vibe that I just had and like the energy that I had when recording that, and like I guess you really could say passion, really.
Yeah.
I guess just like it both when I was in the booth and then when I was just writing it at home, like it just felt good. Like just the whole beat and the way I was flowing on it, like it felt natural. Like it just felt good to like almost get it out, like almost in a coping way, but it all like wasn't a coping way, if that makes sense. It just almost felt like relieving because I was like, damn, I had this in somewhere and now it's out. So no, that's probably my favorite one though. When I knew this is it.
Which one would you recommend people go listen to off the album?
Dreamin'.
All right, we're sticking with Dreamin'. Sounds good.
Yeah, Dreamin'. It's a vibe.
After your first project, you've dropped 4 more tracks titled WWO or What We On. Never Imagined, Lies, and MIA featuring Rocket Boys. What drove you to stay with the consistency and quality that you brought 2 years ago? What was driving you?
Trying to find my sound, and once people started liking the sound I was bringing out, I was all right, well, now I gotta go with it. And I've always liked, music that's, rapping about something meaningful, or it's like, letting feelings out. It's about a heartbreak. It's about losing somebody. I get that. Like, that's what music is literally for.
Yes.
So I'm there for that, but I'm also there for, like, the shit where, like, you just listen to vibe and you sit there and, it's just, like, a good-ass vibe. So I'm with, like, all of that, really. So.
All right.
So then, with those songs is when you kind of started posting them to Spotify, Never Imagine It, and MIA. Mm-hmm. What made you only post those songs, and did you have any expectations moving from SoundCloud to Spotify?
Not really much. I kind of did that just because, a lot of people, obviously it gets you, pay to get you out there more. Mm-hmm. There's more campaign. Not a lot of people run SoundCloud campaigns, or even legit ones, to be honest, at that. But it kind of, what I expected from it is I just kind of wanted to get out there more. And I knew that at the same time of doing that, it would still look professional. It would look better if someone were to come across my profile on Instagram or stuff like that. Oh, it's not just a SoundCloud rapper. That type of deal. So that's kind of what I expected from it, and it's definitely worked out in that type of fashion.
And then shortly after you posted your first album, Call Me Nexus in 2020 with 8 songs, I'm Gone, Feeling Rude, which I really love that song.
That's a favorite one.
Front Seat, Feel That, Blowing Up, Take Off, Stars, Don't Want to Talk. What were your expectations, being that this was going to be your first project going on to Spotify, somewhere where it's kind of solidifying your first steps as an artist outside of SoundCloud?
I was trying to promote it as much as possible. Like, both promoting just, like, free promotion, like, hey, I just dropped this, go check it out. But also finding real campaigns, finding good campaigns that will be able to reach it out. And I haven't promoted on my Spotify or anything in a while, just do a personal shit. But also, ever since I started promoting, like, from the get-go, promoting that album, my followers on Spotify, I still sit around 2,200 followers, not listeners, but followers. So, like, they click the follow button, and so when I drop a song, they'll get notified about it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it definitely did do me good, but ever since then, like, that was, I made sure I had some money saved up where, like, okay, I can push this because I want to push it. It's like I try to put my best work on there.
It was like your baby there.
Literally,
yeah,
exactly.
I got you. Then you came into 22 with 6 new tracks called titled Lonely, with featuring Young Juice. Or was it a feature, or did you guys just like do it together? Because it said and Nexus. Like Young Juice and Nexus. Was it a feature, or was it like a collaboration?
Oh my god,
Lonely?
that song. So, Young Juice is not technically he's still an artist, but he's not Young Juice anymore. He reclassified as Perry Mason.
Okay.
And he's under a completely different sound.
Okay.
Like, I'm like
interesting.
Like 80s. Like,
I mean, I guess did he found his way? I guess. I mean,
no,
does
like,
it sound good? Is he
I like it. Like, I listen
Okay.
to it, but it's definitely like different.
Okay.
Like, from what if you listen to the stuff that he recorded as Young Juice and promoted as Young Juice, like he was on No Jumper and stuff as Young Juice,
Okay.
completely different. Like, it's like
Interesting.
the music that I'm into type shit that I make. It was like that, but then now he's like. Yeah, I mean, like, just to put it in perspective, like, a music video, like, stupid fucking fire, but he was just wearing, like, it was like a pink and white, like, feathery jacket, and he had, like, pink face paint, like a rock star.
Okay,
yeah. Fire music video, but, yeah, just different type of little look, vibe type of shit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's doing his thing, but that song was actually, it was a feature, he said, okay, this is, like, an open verse I made, I'm not going to use it, anyone can use it. And he said the best one, like, they're the best couple, like, I'm going to shout out. I'm going to do that. So it's kind of like a little competition giveaway type of deal. So if you wanted to, do a song with him but not pay, then fuck it, you can do it. And he listened through all, like, you sent him in and you also posted him and he listened through them. And he's actually been tapped in with me ever since then. So I must have did a decent job.
That's what's up. So that answers my question on why it didn't make it on
Yeah.
Spotify. It clearly
because
I
wasn't gonna make profit off his work.
Exactly.
I wasn't about to be that guy.
Exactly.
Some people did do that in the competition. I saw it like if you looked up, like, they titled it like Toxic or some shit, because that was the name of the open verse was Toxic.
Okay.
So they released as like Toxic, whatever their name, featuring Young Juice, and it would be like on Apple Music or some shit, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's sketch for sure. That's a little sus. So what's it like working with Monte? Since you're both in BSC, and you know we've already established that you guys murdered like whoa. What's it like working with him?
A vibe.
A vibe.
It's a vibe. Vibe, and the energy is just. He's there to work. He's there to work, but he's at the same time of being there to work. He's there to have fun. Like he knows to have fun. But when it's time to like, okay, shut up, get this verse done. Okay. So we can get another song. We got an hour left. We can get another song done. He's gonna be like, okay, get in the fucking booth, shut up, do it. And then if someone's loud on bullshit, like he'll just give you a look.
Yeah.
And you just
you
be
don't
like,
want to piss on Monte.
no, hell no.
No, you don't want
to piss on
Monte. That's big facts.
I've only seen Monte a little bit pissed off, and I was still
I've met him once, and I knew that.
I was like, damn. I was like, I never seen him like that. He just walked out. Like I'm talking,
scaring Uncle Nexus.
Walked out of him. Like I'm talking, like we were shooting a video, and like it was just some jokes being thrown, and he just wasn't feeling it. Yeah. And then he literally was just like, he told his like wife, he was like, just grab the shit, and just walked out. And
I think that was when I was there.
Yeah,
he didn't dab anybody up or anything either.
He just walked out because I was there. I was like, I know Monte's pissed.
Yeah,
so that's like it's a vibe with him, but like when he's trying to work, don't get in his way. Like because he's not gonna like you. But no, I love working with him. Seriously.
So you got any more coming in the future then, or?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay,
oh hell yeah! Especially I have to record next time I get in the studio. I have he sent me we're gonna fool around on a fucking a drill beat.
Okay.
That'll be interesting.
So it's called like Never Stop. So yeah, he sent me that. I gotta record over there. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be.
I can't wait to hear that. I also can't wait to hear. Telling me. That's
yes.
what it's called.
No, yeah, there's gonna be hella Monte and Nexus.
Good. That's what I want to hear, man. That's what I want to hear. You then dropped I Know in 2021, and after that you dropped an EP called Bradley's World, Want Me, and Racks. Your EP Bradley's World has a big meaning to you. From my understanding, you lost your best friend / your brother.
Yes.
How did it make you feel making such an emotional project? What kind of struggles did you face in the process of making it?
Oh gosh. I mean, obviously, I didn't. Not that I didn't want to make the album or the EP, whatever you want to call it, because obviously I made it for him because he passed away. But what I mean when I say I didn't want to make it is I didn't think I'd have to. I wouldn't, fucking didn't even 19, he was 17, you know what I'm saying? So it's didn't think that would happen, but it was hard. It was hard, but I came to the realization, I know he liked my music. He was part of the reason that it got around in his hometown. And I know I always try to tell myself in the back of my head whenever it gets hard and I'm like, damn, bro, like, I don't know if I can fucking do this. Like, it's just getting difficult. He wants me to finish because he passed away on November 15th of 2020. I had my first show on December 11th. So, like, a month later, and he told me since, like, I met him, like, I'm going to be there, front row. And so that shit hit because I had to go see him before my show, but he was, in a grave, obviously. Yeah. So it was hard, and when I was writing, I forgot, when I was writing Hellcats, I know it was that song, the first one on there, and then, I forgot what the other one was. There was two of the songs on there where I was just, like, as I was writing, not even as I was recording too, but as I was writing it, like, I felt, like, myself getting, like, choked up. And that's when I knew I was like, I know I'm putting the right shit into this song because if I wasn't feeling this way, I would know I am not doing good enough. Yeah. And I know he would want that, and that's what he deserves. That's literally what he deserves because I know still to this day, he would be supporting me. He would have been at every single show, no matter how far.
I'm sure he's still in that front row.
No, I know he is. Yeah. I already know. He up on the stage with me. I would have brought him up there with me. He knows that. So, I miss him, but it was hard. But I'm coming to the realization of it. Still, it'll always hurt, obviously.
Of course,
but, I know I'm trying to make him happy while you're up there. You know what I'm saying? I know he's always watching.
I'm sure you're doing a good job. I'm sure he's probably mad.
Yeah, I know. I heard the song Bradley's World on there. I could really hear the emotion behind it, and it was really well done.
Yeah, that song was hard to record. I was like screaming almost.
Do you have one song off of the EP that you would want to have a listener go listen to first to kind of get the best?
Bradley's World, because it's called Bradley's World in parentheses because it's also like the opener track. Yep. But also I devoted that track the most to him because me and him always we always said that when I make it, we gonna get Hellcats.
Okay.
Hellcat was that was his car. Like that's the car he wanted, and so we always said we both gonna get Hellcats when we make it. When we make it, it wasn't when I make it, I'm gonna buy you one. It was when we make it, because another thing that really sucked was he wanted to get into music, and he had a whole lot of shit to talk. He probably had more shit to talk about than I do, to be honest. If he would have got in there, and he was into music, he would write and shit. He always talked to me and Brady about writing. He showed Brady some shit. He never showed me anything. He didn't get the chance to. But he always wanted, like, he's been to the studio with me before, got a feel for the energy, got a feel for the environment, and he loved it. And so that's another thing that just kind of hurts, was like, I told him, I'm going to get you in the studio. It just never happened. A little too late. But.
Yeah. So, how many performances have you done so far within your career so far? So I know you talked about the club. What was it? Club 29.
Club 920 in Green Bay. That was my first one. Then we had.
I know you did the 414 takeover as well.
That one did the 414 takeover. I did one at Masonic's when he was going to Virginia. Him and Garrett Lloyd. I performed at them at their like little private like send away show. Excuse me, I performed there. Performed in Appleton. I forgot where it was at. I forgot the name of the like club, like little tavern place. It was a nice little venue though. Lucas Pickin, part of BSC, he put that one together. That was his first show. So I performed in Appleton, 2 in Green Bay, 2 in Milwaukee. I did a second one in Milwaukee. You guys made it to the second one.
I don't think we did
either. No, yeah, you guys made it to
we were only like 414.
Yeah, so we made it to that one, and then so that'd be like 5. And then on November 19th, I was supposed to open up at the Miramar for Landon Cube, and he ended up, due to COVID restrictions on not just like, I don't know if it was that venue, the Miramar, but also other venues, he just canceled the whole tour just because it wasn't going to be as big of a turnout as he would have wanted.
Yeah.
So that shit kind of sucked, but because that's also the second time that I've been booked at the Miramar. I was booked at the Miramar before I ever even did a show. Like, it was supposed to be my first show. It was like a little showcase type of deal.
Okay, nice.
And this shit just fell through. Like, the host was just like, yeah, no.
Fuck,
I don't know if he just like didn't pay for the shit or what, but he was just like, yeah, it's over. I'm like, oh, okay.
So do you have a favorite part of performing? He's about to say the vibe.
When you are up there and you see everybody with their phones out and you know they're recording, or you know they have their lights on, you can just see them getting into it. I think that really that takes away, and I think I can speak for any artist that has performed. They go up there nervous.
Yeah.
They go up there, what if they don't fuck with me? What if they don't like me? What if I get booed? What if nobody's moving in the crowd?
Yeah.
You know? But when you see that, all of it goes out the window. And you're into it. And that happened at the 414 takeover when I performed that was when Monte went out into the crowd. I was like, this is it. Like, I was like, fuck it, we're going. And I went with no hesitation. I just went out there and did it. Same with when I performed Leave a Message remix with Keenan. It was the same thing. It was just the moment I saw it, the moment I saw everybody into it, singing along to the point where I didn't even need to fucking sing the words.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
That shit that's what I live for when I go on this. Like, seriously, that's my dream, is to be in an arena and hear my song just not even singing it. That's literally my dream.
Hell yeah, man.
Like, it doesn't even matter who the artist is. If I see like a video like that on Instagram or whatever it is, I literally get goosebumps. Like, I shit you not, every single time. Like, it doesn't matter if it's an artist I've never even fucking heard of or don't even like. It could be Taylor Swift. I do not care. Like, if I see all the lights and shit, I see all the lights and I see all the singing, I'm literally just like, damn, bro. I just get chills. I'm just like, my heart drops. I'm just like,
I'm sure that perspective on stage is kind of insane.
No, I'm sure that's just...
Yeah.
I mean, a little frightening too. Shit,
yeah,
fuck, everyone's screaming at you.
You don't know what the hell they're saying.
Oh gosh. What kind of opportunities have you had being a part of BSC? Is there anything that's like really on top there, or just being able to work with everybody?
Being able to work with everybody, I've had more opportunities for shows. That's for sure, 100%. And I owe that to Gut.
Gut locks it in.
Gut's crazy with that. He does a lot of shit. Not even just like getting us shows, but going out to bit like a Riff Raff show, which he's been to a lot. He goes out there, he markets them. Like he's met Riff Raff like backstage and been in his like room before. Like everything. Like he's met them, talked to their managers, and known how it works and shit like that. So like he does that shit even like behind the scenes. And obviously it looks good on a portfolio too, of course, obviously, but he be locking that shit in, so that's probably one of the biggest things, is shows, but also everyone coming together and being like, we can push this together. It's not like it's just on you to invest, like they're also willing to invest a little if you need it. So really, I think it's just like the teamwork, and I've definitely had opportunities for shows and growth. Considering I'm here.
Yeah. The teamwork is kind of crazy. Like just going back to the Airbnb, you guys everybody's just working. And you guys are so in sync with each other. Like what's going on.
And that's the goal. I mean, that's how you get shit done. And
facts.
The most done in the most efficient way. And Gut always stressed that, have fun, but make sure you're doing work. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're doing work. There's time for talking, and there's also time for recording. You know what I'm saying? So.
It's Gut's job to do the talking. You don't have to.
No, literally.
So who do you like making music with more? Saya 6 times or Blackheart Monty? That's another Gut question.
Dog, you're gonna ruin relationships. I'm just kidding.
Gut asked me to ask it. All right, go to Gut for that.
It's all love to Saya, but Monte, I'll be getting
Monte
down.
takes the cake again. Damn.
Yeah, but
I thought that was a harder choice.
It's easier with Monte. It's easier.
In what
with
aspect?
Monte.
Like in what way?
Cause I know what he's versatile. He can be versatile, but I know he's like hard shit, hard beat drop, drill, spitting bars.
Yeah.
Saya does that, but Saya also, he'll be like, okay, I want you on a drill beat, like our song Scary. He had me on Scary, completely different vibe from what I'm usually on, but I also had him on Heaven's Gates on my EP. So like, he's like kind of like a wild card sometimes in the studio, which is not a bad thing at all. But he'll be like, he'll bring up a drill beat or whatever. We'll record on it, and then he'll be like, all right, I got another beat. Sends it to the engineer, brings it up, and it's just like a fucking like violin or so. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like some melodic, real like vibey shit. I'm like, okay, so now I gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
so no, I love working with them both, and I need to work with Saya more. But fuck. But no, it's definitely easier with Monte. But both of them enjoy it, 100%.
That's what's up.
What has been your favorite song to create this year?
This year?
Now looking back, now that's end of December almost.
Feeling Rude.
Even if it was Feeling Rude.
Feeling Rude, I'm Gone. A lot of the songs on there.
I got you.
Those were probably my most enjoyable. Another song I almost put on there was my most recent one was Rax. I almost put that on there.
I really like Rax.
That was a fun song to record. But yeah, I'd probably say Feeling Rude. I think I felt that song really the most, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie, I had the most fun. Like I want to make more songs like that too, with that same type of with the same type of beat and everything.
This 808 just hits so fucking hard in that song. It's ridiculous. All right, so now we're gonna get into the social media deep dive. It's not super deep this time, unfortunately, but it's the deep dive. It's not the shallow end. So on your Instagram, there's a post of you performing at the BSE Club 920. We kind of already talked about that. What was the full experience though? So you said that was your first one, right?
First show.
So what kind of connections did you make? What kind of experience did you feel? Did you go up there and did you get that cell phone vibe right away?
I did, yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I actually, after the show, like after I performed, I'll go to before also, but after the show, there were some people that came up to me like that I didn't even fucking know, and they were like, Nexus, like good job. I was like, they were like, high five and shit. I was like, okay.
Okay.
I got some pictures and shit, and then there was this, I believe, videographer and photographer. I believe his name is like Nave or something. I'm sure Gut knows what I'm talking about. He's shot a video he's in Green Bay, I'm pretty sure. But he was like, asking Gut like, who is this, whatever, like this, has he performed before? And he's like, no, this is for a show, whatever. And after the show, so I was able to meet him and all that. But after the show, Gut came up to me and he told me that the people that like I met, the videographers and the people who were like, oh, who is this kid, whatever, they're like, they had to like double check with him, and they were like, You said that was his first time?
Yeah.
Because they didn't expect me to have like the energy I did when I performed. Like whoa, like that's what really stood out to them the most, and that's when I tried to make my name, because that's why I was there really in the first place. That's a song that the owner heard when Gut ended up like going to like a meeting or something, and Gut told me that he just went out like they were gonna discuss like, oh, what artist do you want, whatever, and he just dead ass told me, he was like, I want Nexus.
Nice.
And so when he told me that, I was like, what the fuck? It was like a week. He called me like a week before the show, and he was like, yeah, you're performing. And I was like, oh, where? And he was like, 920 in Green Bay, and I was like, oh, Green Bay. No, nice. it was, and before the show, because I was fucking only 18 at the time. I was sitting, it's a club, so it's 21. So technically, I wasn't even supposed to be in there. And so, like, the security guard was on bullshit. Like, he was, like, not about to, like, let me in. And I told God, I said, I did not just drive up here to get rejected at the door.
Yeah,
but no, and so then I get in, and I ended up hearing that there's a chance that I might, like, perform and then have to leave right away.
Okay.
And I was like, don't want to do that either. But I didn't have to. I ended up being able to stay the whole time. But no,
I thought you were going to jump on the table.
Looking back, venue-wise, that was probably my favorite.
That was your favorite one? Your favorite venue so far?
Favorite venue. But the BSC, the 414 Takeover, that was probably my favorite show. Just vibe-wise and energy-wise, and like just that, it's my hometown or whatever.
Yeah.
So a lot easier access to fans and shit like that.
Oh, 100%. And that's what.
And that one was also all ages too.
Oh, that's true. That means you could stay. You didn't have any problems.
Exactly.
We're actually going to talk about that next. You have footage from the 414 Takeover on your Instagram that was hosted by Lil Gut. And I just want to know, what was your favorite part of that night?
Going into the crowd.
With Monte?
With Monte and Keenan. And
got you.
Mainly the Keenan part, because that's the one I posted at that, because me and him were performing the Leave a Message remix, the song of his I remixed, and we were like going into it, like the beat came on, and the beat didn't even drop yet, like it wasn't even going, and everyone was like already, leave a message at the tone, and I was just like, bro, what the fuck is going on right now? And literally, I got goosebumps then, and it was hot as fuck in there.
It
so I was like, I
That's
probably
nice.
shouldn't even be. This probably isn't healthy. But no, that was probably my favorite moment of that whole thing. And then also the autograph. You asked me, you're my first autograph.
I still got that shit hanging up.
That was big. That was big.
Hell yeah! You're about to do your second one.
Oh yeah.
In a little while.
I'm already knowing that.
And then moving on to your Spotify, you got 212 monthly listeners, and I'm 100% one of them. So, cause you got like almost every song's a fucking hit. Like, let's be honest,
I tried to.
Nothing really missed.
I tried to, bro.
You posted your Spotify Wrapped. I always say warped for some reason. Wrapped, and the results, in my opinion, they're fucking huge. It was even with like 212 monthly listeners.
No, the reason that shit dropped to 212 because I haven't promoted in God.
Oh, I got you. Okay,
like, that's why. But no, at one point when I was promoting like solidly, there was a point in time where like, and when I say I haven't promoted, I mean I haven't promoted in probably like 4 months.
I was say I haven't seen much from it.
Like it's bad. Yeah. Like it's bad. Like I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's not at all. But when I was promoting and when I didn't really have financial issues and shit like that, I was without promotion. I took some time off promoting. I was sitting around 5K monthly listeners.
Okay.
So like I know that people tune in, and I know they sit and they tune into my profile. So it's like the moment I start promoting, I know it's gonna go back up. So like I don't try not to stress about it as much, but I know when somebody comes across my page, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't look that good, But,
yeah, it's understandable.
But I've been trying. I'm trying to get back onto pace, and like I said, 2022, it's gonna go up a whole lot.
I'm sure once you drop Telling Me though.
Oh yeah, no, it's rap. Scott already knows that too.
So then on SoundCloud, just one question for you: would you somewhat consider yourself a SoundCloud rapper, just considering that's where you kind of first posted your music and that's where your project MTM blew up?
I will remember it, like that's where I originated. But what I don't like about that term is like, it's just like you hear about, oh, he's a SoundCloud rapper.
It kind of encloses.
He must be ass.
Oh, that's what okay, I got you.
Or he must just not be known. But not a lot of people realize is that Chance the Rapper
Oh, tons of rappers or something. Yes.
SoundCloud. Lil Mosey blew up from SoundCloud. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just because there's other platforms out now doesn't mean that one still can't be used. It's just not the most popular because you can get paid for it, but it's fucking piss poor. So it's worse than others. So.
They never, those streaming platforms never get their shit right. I swear.
No,
they do.
They tip the artist like a motherfucker.
Like, at least do something like YouTube does, and it would be totally
the reason
fine.
they have value.
No, 100%.
They
won't admit to that though.
Oh no, it's all them.
No, they did.
No, yeah, they do everything. Fuck that.
Alright. So what can we expect from Lil Nexus in the future? What are some things you want to do? Some short-term goals, maybe some long-term goals.
Short-term, like I said, 2022. I'm gonna be like, my goal is to get back on it, like I was, like
hop back on the horse.
Yeah, literally, because I know I got off that motherfucker a whole lot, so I know I need to just find the motivation for it, and I'm going to get that.
Like dogging your arm. What the fuck?
And I'm gonna get back onto it, and I'm gonna grind it out. So for short term, I want to, like, at the latest by 2022. At least half, at the latest, so 6 months at the latest into 2022, so June, by the summer, I want to have 5 figures on Spotify.
Okay.
I want to have at least 10K plus.
Yep.
So that's like short term. Long term, if you want to do it like by the end of the year, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be in Wisconsin. I want to be like out doing shows out of state. I want to travel. I want to record at new studios out of state, meet new videographers, artists, pay for, if I got to pay for some features to get my name out there like I did with Bernard Jabs, then I will. Just shit like that. Just try and invest. Invest. That's really the biggest goal right now is to invest, because I know that is what's going to help everything go forward.
That's facts.
Takes money to make money.
This man knows investments.
So, kind of being that goal in mind that you want to kind of get out and travel, do you think you're going to have to move outside of BSC, or do you think they'll be able to help push you?
Oh, no. I think that they can help. But I think that over the time that relationships just within the group, not that the group is just going to like drift apart and we're going to fucking hate each other. I'm not saying that at all, because I don't view that happening one bit with anybody. But I think that it's going to kind of move into, or it could, not that it is, but it could move into something along the lines of, okay, these 3 people have, they're closer. They're tied in, so they might, have their little side plan. So they're like, okay, we're going to take, me, you, me, Gut, and Noah, the videographer. We're going to media plug. We're going to go to Florida. We're going to take a little vacation down to Florida. We're going to connect with people. We're going to shoot a video. We're going to find a studio. Okay, so that's what I could see. But it's hard for me to, unless we like really get it going and we're all like in one place at one time, it'd be hard to all of us to like move to one place, kind of like an internet money type shit.
Yeah.
So it'd be harder, but I would be up for it, if it came to that. But I think it'll play out like we're all still going to be a family. We're all still going to tap in with each other, tune into each other's music and support each other. But it's going to be like, these 2 guys, they're closer than, me and Mason are, me and Masonic are. Me and Monte will, be doing more shows together than probably me and Mason. We'll be making more music. We'll be, traveling together, hanging out more. Doesn't mean I don't like Mason. Doesn't mean I hate fucking whoever. But it's just, I've been closer with Monte. I've vibed with him more. So that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer for expanding out, because I definitely think that BSE, just from what I've seen in the recent year, they're doing a lot. They're always moving.
No, and they're always plotting, always scheming. So
Facts.
I know that there's always talks going around and shit like that. So I just I try to take it by ear, but it's also good to plan. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. If you could choose any one artist, not necessarily underground, but mainstream even, for a feature for free, who would you want to pick? Kid Leroy.
That was a fast one. There you go.
Yeah, Kid Leroy. I've gotten told a lot by people that me and him would make, our voices just would go together. Like, I've been told that just a lot. And I've loved his music ever since he like really blew up. I'm not gonna say I've been with him since like day one, but he blew up and with like Let Her Go, and ever since then I was like, okay, this dude's fire.
Facts.
So, and ever since I've listened to him, every drop, every album I'm there for. So Yep, Khalees said saying me too.
Kid Leroy. Get those Kid Leroy features. That'd be nice, man. I wonder how much that costs.
That shit probably costs
That's probably, it's probably a couple bands for sure.
Gut, get on it. Let's see what it's
Yeah. So what is your dream venue to perform at? If you could perform at any venue in the future, what would it be?
Damn. That's a good question. I never even really thought about that. I don't know if it's my dream one, but a big milestone one is the rave in Milwaukee.
Okay.
Had not just open at the rave, that would be awesome, but headline.
Of course, your hometown.
Yeah, that would probably be like top notch, but like, I mean, Madison Square Garden.
That's always a good answer.
Rolling Loud.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking wherever, really. I mean,
just
big ass music festival. No, MSG, that shit would be.
That would be crazy,
bro.
God. Like, God damn. You talk about phones in the air.
Yeah, no,
you ain't gonna see nothing else.
You're gonna be blinded.
Yeah. God damn. So do you have anything dropping like real soon? Like, what is the next drop? What's the next thing people are going to see that you're
drop pushing? Is planning to be, once I get the cover art, is going to be Nexus. What's Going On by Lil Nexus featuring Bernard Jabs.
There we go.
That is going to be the next drop and the first drop of like going.
Is there a date?
To 22. Not as of right now. I want to literally, like, if I have to, I would literally do it for like December 31st.
Oh,
like,
okay.
If I literally have to. Like, that's me and my producer, Jaco. He's in Seattle. We've been working for a couple years. He produced that, and he also, Kalen. I don't know if you know Proud by Kalen.
Nope.
He's not from Wisconsin, but he's part of BSC. He's a producer. He's out in Seattle.
I got you.
I put them onto each other, Kalen and Jaco, and the both of them fucking make beats for me, and they're just fire as fuck. You know who Xavier Weeks is? Have you heard that name?
Have not.
He's another Seattle. He's like kind of like a little Mosey, but not as big.
Okay.
He's from Seattle too, but he has about like 60-some thousand on Instagram. Decent name. He's like signed, I think, to somebody. I forgot who. But Jaco would be like working with him like actively, like in the studio. Like,
hell yeah.
So he's out there in Seattle doing real big shit.
That's what's up, man. And you got those connections. So that's
that's
nice.
what I try to fucking do, bro.
Hell yeah.
If I'm ever out there, then too, I can always just link up with him, get something working, instead of just chilling.
Okay. So other than that song, the new song you're dropping with, what was his name again?
Bernard Jabs.
Bernard Jabs. What's your next move? Is there a project or song that you're working on, like currently, that you're like in the works?
Not really for any projects. I have been, writing over some beats. I don't have anything really. I have music in my phone, like, pre-recorded that I've had. But I haven't been to the studio in a little bit. But like I said, me and Monte are going to have that drill song coming. It's going to be Monte's song. It's not going to be mine. So it'll be on his page. I believe it'll be on all platforms. So that will probably be one of my next recent drops. I would guess I'll be tagged into. But mainly, the Bernard Jabs song is the plan for, like, if I'm going to drop a song before the end of this year. And then 2022, I'm just going to get cover art made. I'm just going to line everything up. And, like, I'm going to have release dates in advance.
That's the way to do it. You're really going to push in 2022. I can't wait for that, man. That's going to be dope. So this year is the end of the show. It's been dope having you here. If you were to rate this interview 1 out of 10, what would you rate it? And would you recommend other artists get interviewed by us?
No, 100%. I would rate it 9. All right.
Okay. What lost?
No, I respect that. He's the first to give us a 9. Everybody
he is the first. Everybody always says 10.
I mean, it's a nice setup. Little one. The one probably, like you said, a little backdrop. Add that. 10.
We're missing the fucking backdrop.
God damn it. Any artist out there, seriously,
tap in.
Radio station, tap in. It's a fun experience. It's great vibes. It's great energy from them. They make you feel just at home. They're here to help you with anything you need. And, I mean, they're giving you opportunities. So, take them. Even if it's not like a fucking big one with 1 million followers, those don't come free.
That's
just to let you know, those don't come free.
These,
when you jump onto them as they start,
you on it.
You're on it. Exactly. And guess what? They do blow up. You're tagged into it.
And you're still on it.
Programmed right in.
You've been there from the start. So I 100% recommend CWHipHop reaching out to them, submitting to their email, submissions at CWHipHop.com, correct?
Yes, sir.
Submit on there, DM them on Instagram. I think
he's the first person to remember that one. Everybody sends it to our old one.
I completely remember everything, bro, because these guys are on it. They're on their shit. They're trying to do big things for Wisconsin hip-hop scene. So tune into them, tap into them, and go check out their website, podcast, and listen in on every Wednesday.
Yes, that's like the best shout out we've gotten. Let's fucking go. Let's go. So this is where you can go ahead. You have the microphone. You can promote anything you want. You can talk about anything you want. Shout people out. You can talk for as long as you fucking want.
All right. So
you can ask
go follow my Instagram at Lil Nexus. I'll be posting a lot. I'm gonna try to be as active as possible on there with messages and posts and keeping you guys up to date with music drops, anything like that. I want to give a shout out to obviously everybody in BSC. Shout out to Keenan, shout out to Monte, shout out Media Plug, Noah for shooting the videos, me and Crispy on the camera. Also Juiced Up, shout out Jack. And then also Gut, thank you for being my manager and believing in me. Monte, you already know where we stand, I don't need to say much on that. All my boys that are back at home right now that tuned into this, I appreciate you guys, for real. It means a lot, even the day ones that just show the little love. The little shit like this means, goes a long way just to tune in to hear what I gotta say. So I appreciate you guys for that. Shout out my boy Noah, shout out my family that's listening. I know they're listening right now, so shout out my family back home, and can't wait to see you guys. I already miss you guys, and I can't wait to hear what you guys thought about it, and I can't wait to hear you guys' feedback. So tune in to CW Hip Hop, and it's love to all you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
All right.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had a great interview. I really enjoyed this one.
This was a good interview. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That was good as fuck.
We had a little break there, so I'm glad we were able to get you in finally. Yes. Make sure you go follow him on all social media, Instagram, get him more followers on there. So when he starts dropping in 2022, you guys are right up to date with it. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at CWHipHop as well. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, bvnc9to5. Garke, where can the listener find you at?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at GarkeGains, GarkeGains, and pretty much any other platform at just Garke. Prizm, where can the listener find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at PrizmRap, PRIZMRAP.
Go give us all a follow there. If you want to listen to some old interviews, we do have them all on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can go back, listen. We do have the Lookout up on there as well, so you can listen to the manager one. One of the original ones that was longer. This was a pretty good one. We're about
and this one we'll be replaying again tomorrow and of until the next one. I'll keep replaying in the morning. So if you missed it, or if you want somebody to catch it, you guys can catch it on CW Hip Hop at 10 a.m. Goes till I think noon.
Yep. Yeah. Usually 10 a.m. till noon every day. We have the live podcast and the live DJ. We do have 24 hours of music from CW artists around the state. We have it kind of on an alternating
it's just
cycle.
Like random. It's like on shuffled in there.
Yes.
Yep. Exactly. And you guys can also listen on the Spotify or on Spotify.
Spotify.
On the playlist, we have a whole playlist, 8 hours long. It's like 220 songs, all Wisconsin hip hop. It's all the music that we have on the station. It's in that playlist, and it directly supports the artist. So go ahead and follow that. We're going to be updating it all the time as well. Whenever we get new artists, we always update it. It's probably the best way, in my opinion, to directly support the artist and add them right to your playlist. Exactly.
That is huge too. Getting plays into the artists' numbers there, so other artists, when they visit the page, can see what the better songs are. Gets them in front of other listeners. It really does help. So go check that out on Spotify. But anything else you guys want to add on the end here?
We appreciate y'all for joining into the stream today.
Yes,
the
podcast
you guys for tuning in. Fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for coming in, Nexus.
No, of course. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you for everybody for tuning in.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
You guys are great. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Appreciate y'all.
All
Peace
right.
out. Have a
great night. Peace.